I think what really stands out to me is this question, if he's not listening to you, if he's not listening to CDC career staff and experts, the question is, who is Secretary Kennedy listening to about these important decisions that are before us? And not only just the idea of listening, but both of you have addressed this in so many different ways. I mean, Dr. Menarez, you talked about how they were, when you were talking to Secretary, he was basically telling you that the child vaccine schedule will change in September. Is that roughly right?
That is correct.
That's the idea that it was going to happen, not likely to happen in September.
Going to happen.
And Dr. Oury, you talked about this in so many ways, and I think the phrase that really stood out to me with your work was you said it was about pre-decided outcomes of votes. Is that correct? Is that what you were worried about?
Yes.
Because what we're seeing as well is this, we're seeing this over and over again where it feels like there's already a decision that's been made, and now we're trying to figure out how to twist the data to be able to meet that prediction or meet that assertion. Is that correct, Dr. Oury?
It is, and I think my concern is, President Trump issued the executive order on gold standard science, and I believe in that. We should have data that you can replicate, that you can understand, and we were put in positions to where I am concerned that the science coming out won't be gold standard science. David Geyer, who the senator or secretary testified, was a contractor, was brought to CDC, and I had the deputy policy chief of staff of HHS come meet with myself and the other 3 leaders who resigned, Drs. Jernigan, Daskalakis, and Layden. And for 2 days, she sat with us and asked us to grant access to a data that has privacy and security concerns to this researcher.
No, I appreciate you raising that, and just what we've seen in terms of how they've talked about this with the VSD, a lot of concerns, and I think there's a lot more this committee needs to do to look into that. Thank you, and I yield back.